Well, a whirlwind week for the stock market. Technology companies driving most of the ups and downs. The latest round of earnings comes amid lingering concerns, of course, about rising inflation and plans to raise interest rates. Business journalist Shibani Joshi joins us now. So, Shibani, these dramatic market changes, of course, come as many fear a recession might be on the way. We're going to talk about a recession specifically, but talk to me about all of these ups and downs on the market. Does that concern you?
Yeah, I mean, it's you mentioned tech stocks. Yeah, tech stocks tend to be great indicators of what's to come in the markets because on one hand, they might be considered must-have. Meta, the owner of Facebook and Instagram, these must-have social media fixtures, tend to give us indication about all sorts of things in terms of what consumers are doing. We heard about Netflix and people cutting the cord from Netflix last week because they're paying too much for food and gas prices, and so they are stepping back on things like discretionary spending, and that includes entertainment. Today, Meta just came out not that long ago, within the last half hour, saying that advertising revenue is seeming to take a step back. So you're getting a sense of what's happening with the corporate side of spending. So all of these indications give us this mixed picture in terms of what investors and the experts are expecting in terms of a recession. And we have a mixed bag. We have some positivity. We don't see any backstepping in terms of profitability, but what we are seeing is shrinking, this lack of meeting expectations. Again, it's positive. It's just not as good as investors had predicted.
Right. So positive, just not as good. Okay. So Shibani, I want to talk recession now. Of course, we see the higher prices. We see the interest rates. How real is the threat of a recession? And, what are the potential warning signs that you're seeing?
Yeah, well, right now, Nicole, we already see stocks at all-time highs. We have home prices at record levels. We have a red-hot labor market. And then we have these things that are called leading indicators, or tea leaves, that the experts look at to give us a sense of correlation. When we see certain data points or indicators, leading indicators, headed a certain way or pointing a certain direction, that gives us a better indication of a recession coming our way. Now, there's some important leading indicators that the economists are looking at. First is the consumer price index. We've been talking about it, you and I, and certainly on this network a lot, is what's happening with food and gas prices. We have consumer prices up at a 40-year high, items up 8.5%, food costs, energy costs. That weighs on consumers because consumers account for, depending upon where you look, 60 to 75% of economic growth. So if they're not spending on things like Netflix and going to the movies and taking vacations, that has a negative impact on the economy. The other thing we look at is the purchasing managers index. That gives us a sense what's happening with manufacturing and the corporate sector. And we're seeing that start to slow. Again, not negative, not in worrisome territory, but it gives us a sense that even businesses are starting to feel the pinch. And then there's this other leading indicator, which is kind of wonky, but we have to talk about it, and it's the yield curve. And basically, when short-term interest rates are higher or riskier, and you get more money for giving money for a shorter amount of time than a longer amount of time, that's called an inverted yield curve. And that has popped up on the radar screen a couple of times. And that is what is causing economists, experts, investors out there to say, whoa, is a recession on its way? Because we're getting these data points that are correlated with previous recessions.
All right. So certainly something to keep an eye on. Business journalist Shibani Joshi, thank you so much. Putting it in terms that we can understand. We appreciate that.
Thanks.
Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.